1, 2, 3. What's up, my moonies? I'm Tom.
I'm Galen.
And this is your 15 minutes of FUME.
Oh, that's what it is.
I am a perfume smelling robot. Can't do the robot.
You could try.
I mean, that was it.
Oh.
Well, what do you think? Let me know in the comments.
Work.
Yeah. 2 words I've been hearing my entire life.
Room for improvement, but I was never bored.
Let's start today's brief episode with a deep cleansing breath. Or if you are in an urban zone like we are, a deep filthifying breath. Ready? In through the nose, out through the mouth. It's very important to remember, perfume is literally about inspiration. You're literally breathing in. The word inspiration comes from the words for breathing in. I mean, we should just end here on a high note.
Yes.
So today we're going to review some of the new double Lunacy perfume blends. But first, a couple of announcements. Brian has asked me to inform the world that on Monday, this coming Monday, 3 days from now, we're going to be taking down the pre-order for the new Lunacy teas, okay? All of the December Lunacy perfume blends, which are linked in this video somewhere, and also the 420 release that we did, Blacklight-Reactive Poster. So on Monday, those items are getting the chop. That is why today, in addition to reviewing the 2 main full moon scents from the past Lunacy, we are also going to sniff the Blacklight-Reactive Poster, just so you have one last look at it. We didn't manage to film any videos, really, between 420 and now, except for the one, which was kind of like, you know, specific for something special. So today we're smelling Worm Moon, Frog Moon, and Blacklight-Reactive Poster. Sound good? Can you handle this? 3 perfumes. So obviously it's going to be a 45-minute video. Why don't we make this fun for Galen? Where would you like to begin?
I don't care. Alphabetically?
Okay. Well, that means we start with Blacklight-Reactive Poster. Blacklight-Reactive Poster is a blend we did spontaneously for April 20th, a few years ago, and we've just as spontaneously brought it back the day of 420, 2021. This is inspired by fond, youthful memories of like poking one's head inside a head shop. And it just, you know, the blend is relatively simple and straightforward. It's enaag champa, patchouli, and weed smoke. And Elizabeth, our perfumer, pointed out that she made the blend extra stanky this year, befitting the nightmare that is 2021. Last year when we did our 420 video and got stoned, wasn't that included among the ones we smelled? Mm-hmm. It was. So you can go watch our stoned gay asses smell the original Blacklight-Reactive Poster. This one, I haven't gotten any feedback yet on whether the label is actually Blacklight-Reactive. There was some sadness last time because the label wasn't Blacklight-Reactive, and really, we would love to plan it that way, but like since these were very spontaneous releases, we end up printing the labels in-house, and that means the in-house printer, we have like limits on what ink we've got going on there. So this one, I know we tried to make it more Blacklight-Reactive. I don't know if we've actually tested it to see. Should I do that real quick? All right, good news, everyone. The label is more Blacklight-Reactive than in the past. Okay? Look at us, answering questions. Galen, you're our weed, smoke, and enaag champa expert, so I want you to have the whole bottle here.
I just smelled it like the moment that it opened.
And just like that, you're on a college trip, you're in Santa Barbara, or
you just like maybe stepped outside because it's legal here and you can just smell it wherever you go.
At like 9 in the morning.
I will tell you that I go for runs at 7:30 in the morning, and there is a house that I go by every time, and every time, 7:30, dank.
I wonder if that's how people feel about our apartment and perfume. Like, people walk by, like, we can't even tell anymore, but people walk by and they, like, cross themselves and pull their shirt up over their nose. Like, what is going on in there?
Maybe. I do think this is a little stankier, weedier than the original,
Yeah.
which I did smell on 420. I think I put some on even.
The previous one I remember because I'm a little blind to the weed note sometimes unless it's really strong. And the last one wasn't super weedy to me. It was like smoky and kind of like, you know, crusty, but like
This smells weedier.
this is weedier.
This is the
Eat
house
your
that I run by
Wheaties.
at 7:30 in the morning.
Speaking of eat your Wheaties, which I'm going to have one of my 2.5 milligram low dose weed mints that I can buy, like no problem here. How about that? You want one?
No.
Oh,
I'm just gonna smell
it's
the
gonna
problem.
interfere with my perfume smelling. I can't have that yet. It just occurred to me. I was like, oh, how fun.
No.
What a great excuse. And then I was like, okay, but that's all you're gonna be able to taste or smell for 10 minutes. All right, do over.
I said this in the 420 video last year. This smells like a CD shop. CD. Music.
A CD shop.
CD, compact disc, or I guess music store that was in my hometown that had like a very bountiful incense collection.
Yes.
And a lot of pipes for sale. Or,
yes.
Or maybe they were vases? Can't really tell.
That is the vibe
That was
here
the
for
safe
sure.
answer. Oh, they're just vases.
Yeah. Oh my, this is like
or
a...
if you're nouveau riche, you can say vases.
Vase. It's got a really nice warmth to it because of the champa.
Yeah. And the smoke, maybe? I don't know. Like,
yeah, it's like a friendly smell. There's sometimes that smell can be like a kind of a cold, unfriendly, like almost industrial smell because a lot of these stores are often not very like there's like it's like a no frills situation. But this is like
that
a
harsh neon lighting.
Cozy neighborhood institution. You know, the woman behind the counter is wearing jewelry with a lot of spirals in it. You know,
full crone hair.
Yeah, she like cooks meals for the neighborhood, which they can eat or not if they
Rescues
want.
stray cats. I'm actually just referencing the woman that owned the CD shop in my hometown.
All of the nostalgia is making me remember what I do to you all the time because I remember back in the 90s that my friend Heather all the time, her favorite joke was to ask someone, you want some free CDs? And if they said yes, she'd go, CDs? Which, for all I know, is like... from a movie or something. I don't know, but
maybe
we didn't have the internet, and it was hilarious every time because of the look of just like abject despair on the person's face whenever she did it.
Oh, Heather.
I know. It's just can we bring that back? That's fine, right? CDs. It doesn't even matter what you got. Like you can just do imaginary Ds, and it's okay. So
I think anyone will laugh. I'm laughing.
Do it to your mom.
Happy Mother's Day. CDs.
We're not doing Mother's Day content this year. That's what you get instead. I like this actually better than the last time. I mean, there's something about this weirdly that seems like it's kind of sticky.
It is slightly different. Like, you know, there's...
I want to put this on and go for a bike ride, you know? And then I feel like I'm having a stoned bike ride, but I don't have to worry about, like, peeling myself off of somebody's windshield because a bird flew by and I looked at it. Anyway, you have 3 days to buy this, and then it's gone. Forever. Because when it comes back, if it comes back, it might smell like something else. Now, shall we get these moons out of the way?
I suppose.
I'm going to go in... I guess it's still alphabetical order. I was going to go chronological because I know that March was the frog moon and April was the worm moon. These are almanac terms describing various moons at different times of the year, and there are reasons related to, like, farming and, you know, the environment that give them their bucolic names that are so evocative of perfumes for, you know, goth rejects. So, I've got it loaded up right here. We've got this lovely Frog Moon Lunacy tea, which is a nun enduring a rain of frogs. Timely because we watched The Devils, 1971, before it left Shudder the other day, so just great. I'm going to pretend this is Vanessa Redgrave. The tea you can still pre-order for just a few more days. That's it. The scent, it says, is a pattering deluge of refreshing, enlivening, bright green notes. Green tea, wet green musk, pine moss, fresh patchouli leaf, patchouli leaf, mind you, bamboo leaf, tulsi, my only association with that is gabbard, pond grasses, and a pinch of wasabi. Oh, to go through life Smelling like pond grasses and a pinch of wasabi. I'm getting frog and toad vibes from this big time, just from the description. I should have worn my frog and toad fuck the police shirt that Beth gave me. It's too late now. Okay, so it sounds like really green in like maybe a bombastic way, but it's surprisingly gentle.
I don't find it very overwhelming. I find it nice and calming.
Yeah, it's like a cool green, misty morning. Tulsi is a medicinal herb native to India and Southeast Asia.
Holy basil. Holy basil, Batman.
Fascinating. So, you know, you learned something. We all learned something. I'm definitely getting a bit of musk. It's like, what I like about this is there's kind of like a green mustiness to it, but it doesn't go like pickly, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But there is a vegetal quality. And it's not cucumbery. I think what I'm smelling is like the pond grasses. It's like a bit of aquatic, a bit of green. But there's enough other things like the moss and the musk to kind of mellow it. And the wasabi, if you're afraid of that, is not a problem. It's just very faint. The other, I think there was a wasabi or horseradish scent. It was the Harpy Solano from the Last Unicorn. And that had a real frightening burn to it, and that was kind of intimidating, which was the whole point of the scent. I'm not really getting that here. It just has like a faint, it's like how you would have like a bit of black pepper or pink pepper or something in a different color-toned blend.
Just a little zing.
This is like a bit of a green zing. And it's a really lovely green tea scent, because I don't really get green tea perfumes a lot of the time. I don't smell it very much unless it's really strong. And this is like strong enough to where the tea is detectable above these other more like herbaceous outdoorsy notes. There's a comforting sense of like having a tea. It also isn't going all like fresh aquatic like Irish Spring, which is nice. And I just credit the diversity of different green elements, including like the herbs and the wasabi and stuff, because there's just no way you're gonna shower with this. It kind of has a spring, walking around in the spring rain in the woods kind of smell to me.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Am I crazy?
Dewy.
I like this.
A little dewy.
More than I was expecting to. I catch myself wanting to inhale more and like kind of go deeper and move through the scents, whereas like, I don't know, I go into like a frog perfume with a bit of psychological resistance, which I'm sure some of you are sharing. This is a safe space to kind of work through some of those issues. With a few minutes on it, I'm getting more of the tea. So I think it is kind of a relatively tea-forward blend, would you say? Maybe not on you, I don't know.
Yeah, I am smelling it. It's just like nice and grassy and clean. And...
But not grassy in that way where it's like, boof, you walked past like the person mowing, you know?
No.
And you got like showered. It's not like, because some of the grassy ones that we have, and I know that's great because people love like a crisp grass note, and that with like a lot of throw, because that's like, it's like a popular, I mean, it was like the Bath and Body Works like situation. They had that really nice grassy wash.
The Gap also had that grass perfume in the 90s. It was a big hit.
This has...
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. This has a little more complexity, but it's also, there's like I don't know, there's something really soft and gentle about it, which I'm having a weirdly emotional reaction to. Maybe it's because we're not going to see rain for another 8 months, or if ever. That brings us to Worm Moon. Again, delightful t-shirt illustration by Drew Rausch, featuring a moon with a worm growing out of its eye, which you could make other people's eyes have to look at on a t-shirt if you pre-order within the next few days. And then we've got your classic poem, or the little song. Is it a song? Is it a nursery rhyme? About not smirking as the hearse goes by, and then it's like the worms are going to eat you. And I think this was in Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, the book, or the original book. And as a child, you're just like, why am I reading this? Like, Julia Louis-Dreyfus, what the fuck emoji? So the scent is a moist, writhing splort. And we are, I believe, the only perfume studio to use splort in our scent copy. Of white grapefruit, coconut meat, wet, white, amber, squishy pink fruits, just general squishy pink fruits, the squishy kind, cistus, and ruddy labdanum, protruding through a moondust-dappled mound of white musk, iris absolute, white sandalwood, and tea leaf. T-I, not T-E-A. That was a delight to read. I'm like getting this far away and I can smell grapefruit. It's better than getting it this far away and smelling worms. Nobody likes me, everybody hates me. Guess I'll go smell Worm Moon 2021 by Black Phoenix Alchemy Lab. In the bottle, it's definitely, I got like the fruit and amber situation is what I'm really getting. Like fruit amber musk, I guess.
I'm getting the coconut too.
Ooh, good point. Like faintly, yes. I detect it, but I had forgotten it until you mentioned it. So I guess it. I mean, that's what's interesting about fruit notes. It's like with florals. Like, they can begin to kind of blur together. There are just some combinations that it's hard for me to tease apart.
There's no dirt in here, as it's weirdly what I'm smelling.
You smell dirt?
Yeah, in a way.
There might be dirt. We don't always include every note.
That's true. There's just something about it where it's like it smells like citrus and dirt to me.
That's so funny. Do you remember? I think the last time we did Worm Moon, I took a picture of one of the bottles, and it was gummy worms in a pile of dirt with the bottle, and I was really proud of it. There's almost like a bubblegummy quality to this to me. I guess it's the squishy pink fruits. What is cistus? Do we know? Oh, it is is it a rock rose? A genus of flowering plants in the rock rose family. Interesting. Okay. Putting it on the skin immediately, for me, it's just like really bright pink fruits. And then, okay, I'm getting was it iris? Is that what it says? Yes, iris absolute. I do get some of like the floral just kind of like pushing up through the bottom of it. And the sweetness is already beginning to wear off a little bit. I'm totally like Violet Beauregarding over here. So there's something kind of clammy about it. I think there is like maybe, if not like an overt like dirt soil element, there's definitely like, that's the splort. I smelled the splort. Weirdly, it's so perfect that we release these two together, and I don't know if Beth did it on purpose because I'm smelling them like I've got one here, and going back and forth between them. They really complement each other nicely. They're not similar, but there's like a certain kind of damp, earthy plantiness to both of them that they've just gone in two very different directions. And now that the sweetness of the fruits is starting to kind of like mellow out, I'm smelling a kind of a wet, like faintly fruity, floral. I don't know, I'm getting some of the resins. I don't know, fascinating. Now can I have my mint? Wow, now I get to find out what it's like to smell them with a mint in my mouth. But I'll keep those impressions to myself.
Yeah, I was like, well, don't say what it is, because that's why.
Well, I will say that the Worm Moon pairs better with the mint than the Frog Moon. 420 just becomes like, it's like I'm drinking the perfume by smelling that while eating this. I just don't think I want to go there anymore. So in an upcoming video, we will be smelling the 10 duets that we released as part of the double Lunacy. And
I'm thinking that's going to be a two-parter, though.
It should probably be a two-parter.
Ain't no way am I smelling 10 perfumes.
We've done it in the past, and it's occasionally fun, but it's not reliably fun.
Kind of a headache.
The more fun that we're having, the more fun that you will have. And then you'll have 2 videos on different days to, like, brighten up a little bit of time for you, or to give you something new to shout at. So whatever. And then, oh yeah, we also have, we're not going to smell these right now, but we have these Twilight Alchemy Lab blends that also came out as part of Double Lunacy, Bounce and PAX 2021. These are both really lovely to smell. The PAX especially, is that, was it a lavender, honeysuckle?
I think so, yeah. Oh yeah.
Beautiful.
Frankincense? I don't know. Is the frankincense in there?
I'm not even going to open the
We're
thing.
not going to smell them, and yet here we are.
I will be posting about them, on the socials media. But just to know that those are part of the package, really beautiful little spell blends if you need some PAX or some bounce in your life. And with that, we release you to the weekend and the rest of your sweet lives. Bye now.